Yeah, I think distribution doesn't have to in itself be a repurposed piece of content. There are different distribution channels. So think about everything from the more traditional, like I'm going like to make sure this ranks in Google, to an email newsletter or an email list or social media, but it's also things like you providing an answer based on a piece of content that you created in a uh forum that you're in or in a community that you're in. It's just like getting that information out there, creating short form content on YouTube Shorts, creating it's really, to me, it's less about like repurposing. To me feels very much like getting one piece of content out and cutting it up in a bunch of different ways. That's kind of like how I talk about like micro repurposing. And then macro repurposing is more so along this idea of like distribution. And that's like getting your ideas out there in the marketplace and getting in front of your audience where you're at. And it's like, it's kind of hard to give like a clear definition, because I think there's channels, there's formats, there's all of those things that kind of go into distribution, and it's different for every single company. But finding those one or two spots where your audience hangs out, those one or two channels, and then creating content for those channels where your audience is hanging out. I mean, that's distribution at its like most simplest form.